like a set from the Hound of the Baskervilles should be coming out soon. We've run into all kinds of weather so far this year, and this is the first time we've run into a fog.
They're going to have Bonds hit a pop-up and see if they can catch it.
There goes one. Now let's see where that is. I have no idea where it is. There's a lone figure standing out in right field, and only he knows who he is.
That's up the middle, base hit. Maddox makes a turn. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. He's going to be safe. He didn't touch it. This is bizarre, folks. This is bizarre. That's unreal.
He reaches for him. Now all he has to do is wait for him to come back. He goes after him. He's deked out. What a great football play. This guy ought to have been a halfback or something. What do you think? You ever seen that play before like that?
I've never seen anything like it.
No.
Get the run in, add to the lead. He's been there before.
Grounded right side. Heading toward the plate. And look at Kendall! Oh, is he safe? Ho, ho, ho! How about that play? Turner Ward is out at second, but what a job by Kendall. Look at the bench. Do you believe that one?
How about that leap over Hernandez, who had stretched out to take the throw? Jason puts the brakes on, then does the jump.
Spectacular play.
Watch him stop. He sees him sprawled, knowing that he can't get back around.
That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Watch Kendall again.
He's looking at the play. See, he puts the brakes on.
There goes Gibson. Bouncing ball, hit and run. It bounces off his helmet. Gibson coming to third, and they have him in a rundown. The ball hit Gibson's helmet.
And the fact that Kirk Gibson doesn't have a lot of hair probably aided the Cubs. A little more hair. The helmet stays on. The ball goes into the outfield. One of the strangest plays you'll ever see in the game. Right there. Wow. Do you think that play is going to make any highlight reels tonight on the various sports shows around baseball?
That might even make the shopping network tonight.
What a great play.
A youngster from New York and well represented in the stands tonight. There's part of his entourage. We talked to his dad before the game. Now, if he gets a base hit here, it'll be first hit in the big leagues at Yankee Stadium. The youngster born and raised here in New York. And look at this, a extra base hit. First major league base hit for Ramirez, and he thinks it's a home run. Look at this. He thinks it's a home run. He thinks the ball went out. And a bit of embarrassment, but still. And there's Carlos Baerga, and he is going to take a ribbing for that. But it is still his first major league base hit.
Stretched by Dave Weathers. Kendall bounces this one up the middle. Shortstop, nice pick. Hernandez throws on to first and just does get Kendall. He doesn't agree with that call. Now it comes Lloyd McClendon again. And now Lloyd McClendon has been tossed.
And he just kicked some dirt, and he's upset. And he's going to pull first base out and take it with him.
He's walking away with the first base bag. And I guess he's just going to walk off with it. To the delight of this crowd, McClendon marches down the dugout steps with first base. And now whips it toward the runway. And he'll hand the lineup card to Bill Verdon. We can't continue this game without a first base bag. And now a member of the grounds crew will take another bag and jog toward first base and put it back in there. First base umpire Rick Reed, arms crossed, watching the whole proceedings about 15 feet from behind first. Quite a display from Lloyd McClendon. He is ejected after a close play at first base. That, I imagine, would be a pretty good fine and perhaps a suspension for Lloyd McClendon.
Yeah, he might as well take that bag home with him because he paid for it.
The 2-2 got a piece of it.
Actually had a very good swing.
Oh, look at this. There go the sprinklers. The sprinklers have fired. Pedro, soaking wet, is laughing, seems unfazed by it. Oh, goodness.
His smile is so infectious around this ball club. I have never seen this happen
This
before.
is comedy.
Pedro's just taking a little shower.
This is absolute comedy. Willie can't believe
Willie's going, nope, I've never seen it. But have you ever seen this, Bruce? Bruce Fleming, who was
They've finally gone off.
Excuse me, Bruce Lemonnier was the crew chief here. He's got 35 years on the job. That's the home plate umpire right there, Hunter Wendelstedt, the son of a former umpire. Bruce came over, he took care of it. He evidently pushed the right button.
Boy, some days you just wake up and you feel good, and that seems to be the case for the White Sox overall this afternoon. 55-minute rain delay pushed this game back, hasn't altered their game plan. Hard hit ball. Creedy gets up but can't come down with it. Casey didn't know, he didn't catch it. The throw by Ozuna, got it!
Oh, yes!
Sean Casey obviously thought Joe Creedy caught that baseball, and he lost sight of the baseball once it got past him.
See, now he recognizes his mistake. A 5-7-3 put out. It's the first time I've ever seen it.
Well, that's an amazing story to convert that quickly.
Yes, you know, I worked hard. You know, it didn't come easy.
Gotcha. In the end of right field, Larry Walker in foul territory. Now Offerman tagged up on that play, and Walker doesn't know how many outs there were. He gave it. Offerman will go back to third.
Well, wait a minute. Now, this is something I don't understand. I think Walker gave the ball to a fan.
He thought that was the third out.
Yeah, but how can they? I don't understand how. Well, I guess it's like a throw into the seats. Okay, I guess that's what they're saying. It's like a throw into the seats. You get 2 bases. Even though he didn't throw it in, he gave it to someone. He thought it was 3 outs.
I'm surprised Walker remembered to show up tonight.
You get 2 bases beyond the base you already have.
Right. See, and he gives it to that kid.
Yeah.
Now, here's the funny part. He goes back to get it, though. That's what's funny. But what if the kid doesn't give it to him?
Right now, at this point, Offerman is still on the way to second base, which means he only gets third.
Now watch. So he goes back to get the ball.
Oh. Maury.
Yeah.
It's often said that you see something new all the time in the ballpark. Have you ever seen that?
Well, I haven't, but maybe nothing like that, John. You and Joe do so many games, you might have seen something.
I've never seen that, Maury.
Maybe if we live right, we'll never see it again. I mean, that is the worst, isn't it?
Billy the Marlin riding by in the pickup truck. AJ didn't have a good release point on this fastball. AJ nailed him.
Just a little outside. Look at the guys behind home plate, and it's their job to clean up the glass. And look at AJ playing the innocent. I'm sorry, Mrs. Wilson. I didn't mean to break your window.
I was aiming at the mailbox. You know, it's one of those things when things are going bad, you can't even have fun. You know, you try to have a little fun, and instead of hitting the side of the truck, you hit the window.
So tying run at first, winning run at the plate. Lined into right field. Jack Cuss, they're going to send him. No, they stop him. And Cuss falls down. And he's in a rundown. Aaron Boone.
There's nobody at home plate. And Jack Cuss lost his footing. Nobody was at home. Unbelievable. Aaron Boone tagged out Jack Cuss, who lost his footing twice. Tom Treblehorn waved him around and then stopped him. He was in no man's land. They threw behind him. And when he broke for home, there was no Yankee at home. Take a look at the Big B hit. It's up the gap in right center. Jack Cuss is running around second. Right here, he gets the go-ahead from Tom Treblehorn. Wave, wave, wave. And then when Soriano gets the ball, he gets the stop sign. Loses him down. Boone bobbles it. Posada throws it back to third. And watch home plate. Nobody's home to cover. Right now, Cuss has a clear track to home plate. There's no Yankee there. And he falls down, and Boone tags him out. Unbelievable.
So the bases are loaded down. Here's Ramon Hernandez again, with 2 down, just as was the case in the 12th inning late Wednesday night in Oakland when he bunted for the winning run of Game 1 against Derek Lowe. This time he swings away. Big chop. No more. Can't handle it. Well, now Tejada was obstructed by the third baseman, but I never saw a call. Well, Tejada stopped running And Tejada has been tagged out. Now Maka's out. Third base coach Washington's out to get into the face of Bill Welke. But Tejada, after he collided with the third baseman, Bill Miller, just stopped running, assuming that interference had been called.
Well, we saw this last year in the Giants postseason play with J.T. Snow.
The umpires are going to discuss it now. The umpires are not having an easy time deciding what to do in this call. But I think Tejada didn't help himself when he stopped running.
Look, I definitely understand what Ken Maka is saying and why he's so upset. Because he figures Tejada would have scored.
Well, obviously, Maka is not hearing from the umpires what he's hoping to hear. That Tejada should score.
We have an animal on the field. Skunk City.
Oh, nobody is going near it. Look at that.
Killer skunk.
Going into the dugout. That'll empty that dugout in a hurry. Look at him go. The cameraman. Oh, the cameraman took off.
Orestes Destrade, get a bat. Watch the cameraman. Who is that?
He doesn't know where it is. Now he sees it. Look out.
Nice quick move. He goes to his left very well, I thought.
He went straight up. I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
Good replay. I liked it.
His last time up, he stranded 2. The Yankees have left 10 men on base, including the bases loaded in the 7th. And 2 runners in both the 5th and the 6th. In right field, Tarasco going back to the track, to the wall. And what happens here? He contends that a fan reaches up and touches it. But Richie Garcia says no, it's a home run. Here comes Davey Johnson out to argue as Jeter comes across to tie the game. Well, in postseason, you have an umpire down each line.
And he was there.
And Garcia was right there. The pitcher, Benitez, comes all the way out from the mound to argue.
But I don't know how he can tell from the mound.
I don't either. And I'll tell you one thing. That's great hustle. Great hustle by Richie Garcia.
Right.
The contention by Tarasco is that the ball is descending and the fan touches it. He's right. He's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That ball was not in the seats. It's okay to catch it if it's over the wall, but if it's in the playing field, then it's not allowed. You're not allowed to touch it. And you can see that ball is touched right there. Nice catch by the kid. But you see right away, Tarasco is pointing. I had the ball. I had the ball. I thought he was camped under it. See, he's nonchalant right there like he's going to catch it. And the kid, nice. Man, they need to sign him up. Oh, he didn't catch it. This brought it in.
Yeah. You're right, Joe.
I mean, look at this. He just reaches out. I mean, he is at least.
Oh, he's way out.
A foot onto the field.
Oh, he's way out. Breaks the bat, and Magadan tries to get out of the way, and they're going to win the ball game. The bat almost hit Magadan. He ducked, did not catch the ball. I don't believe what I just saw. The bat broke in half, and he ducked to get out of the way. The bat did not field the ball, and the Mets are going to have a very, very tough loss. And one of the most unusual plays I have ever seen. The bat broke in half, almost hit Magadan. He ducked to get out of the way. The bat did not field the ball, and the Mets are going to have a very, very tough loss. Wow.
25 pitches thrown so far. He threw 3 first pitch strikes in the first inning. No first pitch strikes to the first 3 batters in this inning. So working from behind. Martin will take that one to right field. Sean Green going back. Didn't get a good read. That's going to bounce off the wall. Late start for Kent. They got a shot at the plate. Here's the relay. Valentin in time. And he's out. Second runner is out. He got them both. Got them both. Kent is out. Drew is out. At the plate.
2 outs at home plate because Kent got a late start, not knowing if that ball was going to be caught or not. So Valentin nails 2 for the price of 1. And holding at second is Russell Martin. 2 men away.
Larry Bigby at third, 2 down. Pedro trying to preserve the 2-run deficit. To center field, hit well. Johnny Damon heading back to the wall, can't get it. Off the wall and off him, the run scores in Bigby, and heading for third base is David Newhan. He's going to try and come all the way around. The throw to the plate is not in time. He circles the bases, coming all the way around. And the Baltimore Orioles now lead it 8-4 on an inside the park home run.
You had 4 guys lined up out there: Damon, Ramirez, Miller, and Bellhorn. And still Newhan able to come around and score. Now here's Damon going back to try to make a desperation catch. He can't do that. The ball bounces away. Now here comes the first throw that Manny cuts off. And then Manny throws to Bellhorn. That's one of the strangest relays I think you'll ever see. One of the strangest plays you'll ever see. The ball bounces off the wall. Now chased down by Damon. He hits Manny as a cutoff man. I don't think he was throwing to Manny. I think Manny just dove for it. And it looks like that's going to be it for Pedro. This one more look at Manny making that catch on the relay, and then he relays it to Bellhorn, and by the time they get it to Veritek, Newhan's all the way around with an inside the park home run.
That's a turn 1 double play. They're looking for another right here. 1-2 delivery again. Estolea, fly ball, left field, but in the yard. Agbayani will make the catch. Kemp will tag. He scores, and Agbayani thought there were 3 outs. 2 runs will score. Burks is in. Agbayani gave the ball to the fan. He thought there were 3 outs. He thought there were 3 outs. He handed the ball over to a fan. 2 other runs have scored. Unbelievable.
But a total miscalculation by Agbayani. He thinks there are 3 men out with the catch and goes to the stands and gives the ball away. And another run scores that would not have even moved to third base if he had known the count.
You see the fans down there put their fingers up, 2 down. Watch this. He hands the ball, starts off. A fan a couple of seats away goes 2 down, 2 down. Look at the poor kid. What? What? Look at the eyes on that child. Oh my gosh.